Good morning, or depending on where you are, good afternoon or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this world-first digital Bosch press conference at CES. And even though nothing can replace face-to-face interaction and the excitement of seeing innovations firsthand, we absolutely believe that everyone's health and safety comes first. As such, we're very pleased that the CTA was able to realize an alternative format to come together virtually and share information about all the latest developments in the world of technology. And in fact, we have to thank technology for enabling this remarkable press conference, where I can share the virtual stage with my colleague Mike, even though I'm here in Stuttgart, Germany, and he's in the US, in Detroit.
Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Indeed, technology is enabling us to be here with you today. But not only that, technology has been at the heart of many of humanity's most remarkable achievements over the last year. Healthcare milestones, changing the way we work, and keeping families and friends connected. Advancements in technology continue to shape our world in ways we never thought possible.
Yes, they certainly do. Every year, thousands of people come together at CES and discuss how technology can improve our lives. Over the past few months, however, we've had the truth of this demonstrated in unprecedented ways. A few decades ago, a pandemic such as the one we're experiencing today would have meant the total breakdown of our social and working lives. Now, we can at least talk and laugh with our loved ones via screens, even if we can't see them in person. And thanks to the technology that makes remote working possible, hundreds of millions of people have seen little to no drop in their productivity at work. From our perspective, this only confirms what we've known all along. At Bosch, using technology to improve people's lives is at the core of our strategic imperative, Invented for Life. And today, we'd like to give you some examples of how we're harnessing the power of cutting-edge technologies like AI and connectivity to help us overcome some of the biggest challenges of our times, in particular, those involving our own health and the health of our planet. Living through a global health crisis this past year, we have had the chance to reflect on the broader meaning of Invented for Life. If anything, focusing on the global existential threat from the pandemic has strengthened our resolve to play our part in tackling the even greater existential threat facing us all, climate change. In many ways, both challenges require huge efforts and collaboration to change the course. This is why we see it as particularly important that we continue to lead by example and push forward with our comprehensive sustainability efforts, even in the face of the current economic uncertainty. After all, while climate action costs money, doing nothing will cost even more. Ladies and gentlemen, 18 months ago, we announced our intentions to make all Bosch locations carbon neutral by the end of 2020. And we kept our promise and were the first global industrial enterprise to have achieved this. According to our internal calculations, we are now climate neutral. This means that our worldwide 400 locations no longer leave a carbon footprint. And we expect to soon have confirmation in the form of an external independent auditor's report. As a validation of our achievement, we just received word that we've been included on the prestigious A-list published by the Carbon Disclosure Project, a non-profit organization that ranks the environmental impact of companies and cities worldwide. To make this success possible, we've applied a four-pillar strategy: increasing energy efficiency, expanding the production of renewable energy, producing more green electricity, and offsetting unavoidable CO2 emissions. In fact, no other industrial company has made a voluntary commitment to carbon neutrality that can compare with ours in terms of scope and time frame. But we also didn't conjure this commitment out of thin air. It's a logical consequence of our long-term strategy at Bosch, which is the topic of an upcoming spotlight session on carbon neutrality at this conference. There, some of our colleagues and experts will share more details about our sustainability strategy and successes. But make no mistake, achieving CO2 neutrality is just one important milestone on Bosch's sustainability journey.
Now that we've met our carbon neutrality goal, we're not slowing down. In fact, we're shifting our focus to an even bigger challenge: the emissions of our entire value chain, from the goods we purchase to how our products are disposed across all of our business areas. The emissions from these upstream and downstream sources are 100 times greater than the emissions of our locations at the time we announced our carbon neutrality target. By 2030, our goal is to reduce these emissions along our entire value chain by 15%. This is not a number we came up with on our own. We agreed to this goal with the Science Based Targets Initiative, an international partnership set up to facilitate swift climate action in the private sector. We are the first automotive supplier to join this effort with a defined target. Think of it like a multiplier effect. The more people along our value chain we get on board, the more impact we can have. If you were here with us 2 years ago, you might remember that we launched our Claim Like a Bosch campaign right here at CES. Well, we're doing it again. The newest installment in the series calls on everyone to live sustainable like a Bosch and joining us in fighting climate change. As we show in the campaign, our products themselves are a major focus of our sustainability efforts. On the consumer side, they help people reduce their environmental footprint. Our state-of-the-art heating systems, for example, can help individual households save 2.5 tons of CO2 annually in Germany alone. And our dishwashers, equipped with zeolith technology, offer an energy savings of up to 20%. Our washing machines help people to save water. Our durable power tools feature intelligent management technology that increases their lifespan and helps people reduce electronic waste. And in our core mobility business, our wide variety of solutions and services help people reduce their carbon footprint. Here, we're working toward a vision of mobility products that, when employed, can have no negative impact on the global climate and urban air quality. To pursue our vision, we're developing a full range of powertrain solutions, from combustion engines to battery electric powertrains to fuel cells, powering everything from e-bikes to trucks. For more than 10 years, our e-bike system division has been setting new standards with high-quality drive systems consisting of drive units, batteries, and smart control panels for electric bicycles. The latest generation of our Neon control panel offers onboard navigation, fitness tracking, digital locking, and topography-based range estimates. The Neon product is a CES 2021 Innovation Award honoree. When it comes to vehicle-based e-mobility, we have a more broad-based portfolio than any other company. Early on, we started applying our knowledge and a great deal of financial resources to help e-mobility achieve a breakthrough. Last year alone, Bosch invested more than $600 million in electromobility. Our electrical powertrain components are featured in more than 1.5 million vehicles around the world. From powertrains to steering systems to brakes, we have all the building blocks for electrification in our portfolio. We'll be giving a comprehensive overview of these activities in our spotlight session on sustainable mobility.
Thanks, Mike. Alongside climate action, another major pillar of our strategy at Bosch is driving forward advances in AIoT, where AI meets the Internet of Things. In fact, these two strategic paths are strongly intertwined, with AIoT and data often holding the technological key to enable greater sustainability. This is the case, for example, with our cloud-based energy platform, which optimizes equipment and processes in manufacturing operations. It uses intelligent algorithms to help predict energy consumption, avoid peak loads, and correct deviations in typical patterns of consumption. This helps reduce CO2 emissions in factories. For example, Bosch's lead plant for Industry 4.0 in Hamburg, Germany, cuts its CO2 emissions by some 10% within 2 years of operation. And this solution is already in use at more than 100 Bosch locations worldwide, including, for example, Charleston, South Carolina, and is also being marketed to other companies externally. And we're not the only ones to have uncovered the link between technology and sustainability. According to a recent study conducted in Germany, comprehensive digitalization in the mobility, manufacturing, and building technology segments could help Germany to get nearly halfway to the emissions targets it has pledged as part of the Paris Agreement. This comes as no surprise to us. We're so convinced of the beneficial potential of AI and connectivity that we aim to be a leading AIoT company in every domain we operate. In the case of AI in particular, we are pursuing development along a path we call industrial AI. For many other tech companies, artificial intelligence is primarily about creating models of human behavior, focusing especially on purchasing preferences of humans. Our approach, by contrast, focuses on the world of objects and things and their interaction with their environment. Whether in an automotive emergency braking assistant or when identify faulty parts in production. In these cases, artificial intelligence is not telling machines what people are doing, but explaining the physical world to machines. In this way, we can enable intelligent behavior and optimize the way the machines and things work. We want to harness the potential of artificial intelligence to improve people's lives. And to achieve this aim, we have created an AI code of ethics for our development and application of AI, especially in cases of doubt and dilemma. Ultimately, though, we will only be able to tap the full potential if we can convince people of the benefits of AI, and above all, build trust in this technology. In recent months, this has meant a focus on developing and producing technological solutions for the fight against the virus. And the solution we are most proud of in this regard is our rapid test for the coronavirus. Using our mobile Vivalytic medical analysis device, we developed the PCR test in 6 short weeks and launched it early in 2020 at the beginning of this pandemic in March. Offering an initial time to result of 2.5 hours, we have since reduced this to less than 30 minutes for positive samples. Additionally, we adapted the test cartridges to accommodate up to 5 samples simultaneously, thus boosting testing capacities considerably. The tests are currently in use at a variety of settings from nursing homes to doctors' offices. And we are currently ramping up production with the aim of increasing our testing capacity to 3 million this year. And what's even more, this connected device gets software updates via our VivaSuite cloud platform. All it needs is an internet connection. That means when we reduce turnaround time for our COVID tests, devices deployed in the field are also automatically updated with the optimized procedure. Our new open security camera solution from our Security and Safety Things startup addresses a very different kind of pandemic-related need. This camera ecosystem, which is a CES Innovation Award honoree this year, allows cameras of different manufacturers to be equipped with customized applications. Among these is an AI-based app which enables, for instance, customer numbers in retail spaces to be automatically detected and limited in accordance with local COVID regulations or the verification of facial coverings. For private households, we've developed a smart solution in the form of an innovative air quality sensor. Along with conventional indicators, including temperature, humidity, and air purity, this new sensor can also measure the amount of exhaled air and aerosols presented in a room. Based on these readings, it can alert you when ventilation is needed, as both can be a risk factor in COVID transmission. This new sensor is being built into two of our existing smart home products, our TwinGuard intelligent smoke detector and our Spexer mobile alarm device. Also, we're currently devoting a lot of resources to COVID. It's certainly not the only disease we're using technology to fight against. For instance, we've just developed a new mobile anemia screening solution, which is also a 2021 CES Innovation Award honoree. Our hemoglobin monitor is a compact, non-invasive point-of-care solution powered with machine learning algorithms, delivering results within 30 seconds. It offers a fast and reliable method of diagnosing and monitoring anemia, which is responsible for 1 million annual deaths worldwide. Of course, health is about more than just treating and preventing disease. With this in mind, we are premiering a new AI-enabled sensor for devices that many of us use to stay in optimum form, wearable fitness trackers. Bosch SensorTech has developed an evolutionary and revolutionary self-learning motion sensor that adds artificial intelligence to portable devices. Among other things, it enables them to recognize and record any type of fitness activity that is based on repetitive cyclical patterns. And thanks to the use of Edge AI, where AI runs on the sensor itself, not only latency and power consumption are minimized, but user data remains fully private since it doesn't need a cloud connection or tethered smartphone to work. In our quest for AIoT leadership, we're not only focusing on technology, but also on people. Remember the AI training initiative at Bosch, which I announced last year at this conference. We are now well on our way to train 20,000 of our associates in the principles of AI. And we recently launched an AIoT training program in the United States as well.
As a member of the CTA Apprenticeship Coalition, we recently launched an apprentice model focused on software engineering, or as we call it, our IoT apprenticeship. The goals of this 12-month program are simple. First, we recruit talented non-engineers with transferable skills. Then we train them in the architecture, design, and coding. And ultimately, we hope to employ these apprentices once their program is complete. Our IoT apprenticeship model is a manifestation of a build strategy for talent that helps us meet our software engineering needs in a very challenging recruiting environment. Our first cohort of IoT apprentices includes a former chef, a shop technician, and a personal banking manager. And it's fascinating to hear what motivated them to make such a career change. Some want to gain real-world technological experience, and some are looking for a chance to do work on interesting projects. This team is engaged and ready to learn, and we are equally excited to see them embark on their IoT journey. Speaking of updates, here's one of our most far-out applications of AI, quite literally. Last year, I told you how NASA planned to install our SoundSee AI-based sensor system on the International Space Station, where it would perform deep audio analytics. Well, I'm happy to say that our system is indeed orbiting far above us. And we're collaborating now with NASA on another AI-based application for space. This time, our technology is going to the moon as part of NASA's Tipping Point program. In partnership with Astrobotic, Ybotic, and the University of Washington, we're going to be researching and developing technology for intelligent, autonomous navigation and the wireless charging of small robots on the lunar surface. These shoebox-sized robots, called cube rovers, will be equipped and trained to navigate the moon's harsh, unpredictable conditions and get themselves to a docking station in an environment where GPS is not an option. Our researchers in Pittsburgh and Silicon Valley will be contributing their expertise in AI-driven intelligent data analytics and wireless connectivity solutions, with a goal of having the system demonstration ready by mid-2023. But back to Earth and the benefits AIoT technologies can deliver closer to home. In the mobility domain, they're already demonstrating how they can help make getting from A to B more climate friendly. Solutions for connected and automated driving can help eliminate gridlock and ensure smooth traffic flows in cities, which significantly reduces both consumption and emissions. The same is true for parking, particularly in urban centers. Here, we've been continuing to refine our automated valet parking solution and now have debuted this technology in the US. Last year, we teamed up with Ford and the real estate developer Bedrock to demonstrate fully automated parking right here in Detroit. It was the first US infrastructure-based solution for automated valet parking inside a parking garage. In Germany, Bosch is working with partners to provide the world's first commercial automated valet parking service at an airport parking garage. The AIoT is also enabling us to achieve sustainability gains via mobility-based services. Take electric vehicle batteries, for example. To help maximize their lifespan and prevent premature aging, Bosch has developed a suite of battery-in-the-cloud services that substantially improve batteries' performance and extend their service life. Smart software functions in the cloud continually analyze the battery status and take appropriate action to prevent or slow down cell aging. This can reduce the wear and tear on the battery by as much as 20%. This means replacement less often and a better environmental profile. The combination of electrified and automated driving with personalized and connected services is causing increasing demand for automotive software and electronics. Where a car included roughly 10 million lines of code in 2010, the software of today's non-automated vehicles already runs to 100 million lines of code. Tomorrow's automated cars will require up to 500 million. At the same time, electronics engineering is becoming rapidly more complex, in line with the more sophisticated vehicle functions. In order for us to capitalize on our long-standing expertise in both of these domains, we are now pulling our software and automotive electronics expertise from the areas of driver assistance, automated driving, car multimedia, powertrain, and body electronics in a new division called Cross-Domain Computing Solutions, which started operation just 10 days ago. This division is home to 17,000 Bosch associates around the world, nearly half of whom are software engineers. In setting it up, we intend to master and reduce complexity in future vehicles through cross-domain software and electronics solutions. In particular, we're focusing on powerful vehicle computers, which will take over from the multitude of individual control units used today. Our goal is to get new vehicle functions on the road significantly faster in the future, make cars more intelligent, and provide drivers with tangible benefits.
Thank you, Mike. As all of these examples show, Bosch is investing heavily in promising technologies in our workforce and in our operations. We're doing this to ensure our competitiveness in a world where climate change and the global pandemic are accelerating transformation and change. Our investments underscore the deep commitment we have to our role in creating a sustainable world for future generations, as well as our commitment to the future of our business. And in fact, we see no conflict between these. In our view, sustainability and profitability are two sides of the same coin. First, pursuing sustainability is obliging us to pursue energy efficiency, which in turn is driving cost efficiency. Second, it's enabling us to gain independence from rising energy prices. Third, it's opening up new markets as we strive to satisfy growing demand for eco-friendly products. Fourth, it's unlocking innovative potential as we are forced to think outside the box to develop climate-friendly solutions. And last but not least, business opportunities are emerging from these new green technologies in the form of carbon-neutral consulting and services. And to this end, we have established our new Bosch Climate Solutions startup, which provides an advisory service for other companies to help them become climate neutral. Our aim here is to pass the knowledge and experience we have gained from achieving carbon neutrality and from projects we have successfully carried out worldwide to other companies. Ladies and gentlemen, at Bosch we firmly believe that technological innovation, business success and climate action are not mutually exclusive. More than that, we believe that all three are interdependent. And only companies that pursue sustainability today will be successful tomorrow. And only by harnessing the potential of technology, we will succeed in combating the climate change and challenges like COVID-19. This belief is the bedrock of our corporate strategy. And it's the motivation behind our extensive portfolio of products, services, and business models. This follows our strategic imperative, invented for life, in every possible sense of the term.
Thank you for joining us today.
And please stay safe and healthy.